Welcome, student rock stars, to day 5 of the 10-day Get Set Up For Student Success Challenge. So if you're here and you're listening and you've got day 1, 2, 3, and 4 completed, you're ready to tackle this pre-day going into day 6, which is super important, day 5 and 6. And we're going to talk about these 2 days kind of together right now. And the reason we're going to do that is because for thousands of postgrads that we got advice and feedback from 1 to 5 years out of college, it was really top of mind how they started college off. And, we've talked a couple days prior about what they wish they would have known or what they didn't get out of college. And going even into college, many of them talked about how they were almost kind of forced to pick fields or pick industries or, to choose something. And we all know that when you're looking at a list of 100 possible opportunities, it's super overwhelming. It's super confusing. A lot of people may come at you and ask you, what are you passionate about? Or what are you interested in? Or what are you good at? Unfortunately, today, with all of us, especially a lot of us that are on tech and we use all these different screens and we get information right at the drop of a hat, we're not used to making decisions so fast. And not to say that we're not that good at it, but it's really tough to make a decision for anybody, especially, you, if you're 17, 18, 19, 20, listening to this, it's really hard to make a decision like that. It's almost guessing, right? So we come into day 5, and why we're excited about day 5 is we've seen a lot of students get success from this method, and it's a combination method of day 5 and 6. So by the end of today, at day 5, you're going to be able to explore differences between fields, industries, and jobs, and really understand that a little bit better. When we talk about industries, we mean things like business, healthcare, education, STEM, which you've heard, right? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Communications, those are 5 that we kind of use, as examples. And, there's jobs and then there's fields, right? What are the differences, right? There's things that will overlap a ton of fields and industries, things like marketing, things like project management. So, it's understanding this landscape early and young, which you are, and really, being able to tackle this early that you're doing, like you're doing right now, to know that. So number 1, explore differences between fields, industries, and jobs. Number 2, at the end of today that you're going to get is utilize relevant resources at your disposal. People that that you can kind of talk about, right? A guidance counselor, a career advisor, someone who potentially could be in a field that you'd be interested in or think you're interested in. You want to utilize these resources because you want to build on this considerations list. And day 5 is create your considerations list, fields, jobs, and industries. The considerations list means that it's everything that you're going to be considering and thinking about that up front. And it's not going to be like, oh yeah, I wish I knew that. I picked this already and I didn't realize that I have to be in a cube all day. Well, if you got into the work environment early on, or at least talked to people about it, you would have probably been able to see that. And this was the reactions we got from a lot of postgrads. So, utilizing relevant resources that are at your disposal, those are people, those are obviously websites, but it's really being able to do that early. Number 3 is begin your master list of possibilities. And that's what's going to tie you into day 6. And that's what we're super excited about, because day 6, you're actually going to play a little game. And without, kind of getting into too much detail, let's make sure that day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you've got completed. You're halfway through after this. You'll be halfway through. So let's get you rocking and rolling, and we'll see you at day 6.